Hey, Dr. Ryder here for another episode of Dr. Ryder Shows You Stuff. We are still on the skeletal system, and I have my trusty, handy assistant here today. Her name is Martha May. Martha May is going to help us learn about the rib cage. So the rib cage is comprised of course, the ribs, the sternum, and then back here you can see the thoracic vertebrae. Okay? So we're going to start by learning the parts of the sternum. So up here we have three different sections, all right? So this bone is the sternum. It's one of our flat bones. The top section, up until where you can feel that angle, is called the manubrium, right? So this up here is the manubrium. This here is the body. The main part is called the body. And then the triangular shape at the bottom is called the xiphoid process. Now, where the manubrium meets the body is what we call the sternal angle. And then at the top, you'll see this little dip. That is the jugular notch. Now let's talk about these ribs for a second. I'm going to take you over here to a table real fast. Don't get car sick on me here, or motion sick. All right, so our ribs. I've got two different bones here, and these are two that easily get confused. This bottom one is a rib, and you can tell it's a rib because it is C-shaped. This other one up here, a lot of people like to call a rib, and that is your clavicle. Notice how it is S-shaped. So if it is S-shaped, it is the clavicle. If it is C-shaped, it is a rib. All right, so let's go back to Martha May here. So here you can see, maybe there you go, the clavicle up here. So we're going to focus on the ribs. There are three different types of ribs you're going to need to know. The first seven, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, are called true ribs. That is because they directly attach to the sternum, right? So ribs 1 through 7, true ribs. Then we have these three down here. I'm going to turn Martha just a little bit, kind of on her side. 8, 9, and 10, so 8, 9, 10, that they all come to form this cartilaginous bridge, and it attaches to the cartilage of rib 7. So these are called your false ribs. So ribs 8, 9, and 10 are your false ribs. And then we're going to come around the back. Ribs 11 and 12 are your floating ribs, right? So 11, 12 are your floating ribs.